So in this box is my seeds that I would like to plant for this year. Last year I planted bits and pieces of things and I collected my seeds, and I just planted a little bit of everything to try them out and try out when I should be planting. So this box is mostly full of brassicas, which I want to plant for my winter garden. So first up we have purple cauliflower. I did buy some of these from eBay last year and I planted them, but they came out white with a little bit of purple. I did really enjoy the taste, but obviously they have had a purple and a white come together and the seeds came from that. But what I'm going to do this year is plant the whole lot of the seeds, or most of them, and see what we get, see what the variety is. I really did enjoy the taste and they looked really pretty. So obviously we're going to plant these proper purple cauliflower as well. Next up is kohlrabi. This is the red variety. I also had the white one, but I'm not sure where it's gone. I grew it last year. It was super tasty, but I only grew enough to try it, so we're going to grow a buttload. Next up is a white cauliflower called Snowball. I didn't have any white cauliflower survive last year, so we're going to grow a boatload of these as well. Our next packet is Romanesco broccoli, but the taste is more like a cauliflower. It's super beautiful. I only got one to grow last year, but I love the taste. It's very mild, like a cauliflower, but I loved it. It looks really cool and I can't wait to grow some more. Next up is broccoli. Now last year I had a little incident because I bought this packet of seeds. I looked at the picture, which looks like a full head of broccoli, but then if you look at the words it says Italian sprouting. So that's just tiny little sprouts like this. This is what I grew. And it's kind of like broccolini really, which is fine, except I was waiting for it to grow bigger, so I didn't harvest it in time, and then it just produced seeds. That's all that happened. Next is red cabbage, Ruby Ball F1. I haven't grown this one before, but I think it'll be really pretty in coleslaws and tasty. I bought these seeds last year and of course I was a little bit worried about not being able to get them again, so that's why I have a couple of packets of a few things. Next up is sugarloaf cabbage. I grew about 4 of these last year, loved it. If I didn't need to eat it, it stayed on the plant and I could just pick them whenever I wanted. They were beautiful, beautiful for eating. This is another packet of Romanesco broccoli. I think I must have bought 3 packets and I've lost the pictured packet for that one. Again, I was scared I wouldn't be able to get them, so we've got plenty of those. We're going to be planting some green pak choi. And next up is Chinese cabbage. I grew a monster Chinese cabbage last year, but I ended up trying to eat it like wrapping some pork in it and steaming it, and the flavor wasn't very nice, but I did use it for coleslaw, so I think I'll just grow a couple of those ones, so maybe just 4. But that was the whole process of trying to grow things, so I knew how many I wanted to grow the following year. Next up is another cabbage called Savoy cabbage. I think again this will be really nice for homemade coleslaws and just for steaming up with butter and eating as it is. Another thing I'm going to be planting a lot of is leeks. They went really well last year, and so I'm definitely going to plant a lot more than what I did. They took forever to grow, but they were yummy once they were ready. Here is a giant bag of Italian sprouting broccoli seeds that I collected and didn't have broccoli, so I'll never have to buy these seeds ever again. Now this is rainbow silver beet. I grew this last year. It was really tasty. I cooked it up with some bacon. It was really colourful, really nice as a side dish, really fresh. And so I found my eBay purple cauliflower seeds. These are the ones that I'm going to plant most of them and see what we get, see what happens. Because this is what happened last year. Next up we have beetroot heirloom mix. I don't have very many seeds left, but we'll just plant them all. I really enjoy yellow beetroot because it doesn't stain everywhere, it's super tasty, and it's a good substitute for potatoes as well. Now I went to Bunnings and I found broccoli that's actually the big broccoli heads. It's called Zen F1, and hopefully it'll be cold enough and we'll get some nice harvest. I got another white cauliflower variety called Quick Heart, and we'll see which one of the whites goes well. I'm going to be planting some onions. I have had pretty much zero success so far, so we'll just keep trying. We have purple pak choy. This is my absolute favorite. It's just so pretty, and I have a feeling it's a cross between a green pak choy and a red mustard. We have beetroot, which is the normal red variety, and it tastes good, but it stains your hands and everything. And spring onion. This also went well, but I grew it in like a giant clump, and I think this year I'm going to grow it in little clumps of about 3. One more onion is the red burgundy, which also did not go well at all this summer, but hopefully during winter everybody's going to grow. I'm going to get some yummy food and we're all going to have a good time. So that was a little tour of all the brassicas and other bits and pieces.